Hello guys and welcome to the showdown. This is how to make a template. I'll also have a exclusive reveal that I'm excited to show you. But first we're going to show you how to make the template using PixArt. So we're here on PixArt, and the first thing we need to do is make sure we know what the background is. Now there's two ways of doing this background I've seen, and both of them are good. So the first one is the easy one, which is you go and draw, you pick the color right there, you go into, I think overlay might work. I haven't actually tried this yet, but we'll try overlay. No, that goes over it. So let's now that we've added something, we'll just go over it and see. Add looks good. I can't really see that probably. So that looks like it could be good as well. Some of these don't actually help at all, so just make sure you know that. Just erase that. I think this might work. But either way, we can change it if it doesn't work. So we just erase gender. We don't actually have to do the Summerslam because we're going to have an idea of what we're going to do there. But just erase over them. Just paint over them like that. And then we'll choose a different one because it isn't working. I think we'll go with normal then. Okay, so then we just got to erase the stats a little bit. Make sure it's a little over it, but not totally over the stats. Because it's a glow, so you know, just erase here so there's a little darkness. So it doesn't look like a giant glow. And there we go. Then we just need to add the Summerslam logo on top of it to get rid of the Ginger's hat bit. The turban. So we'll go to add photo and we'll load up Summerslam logo. Okay guys, hopefully you know that you can, this is obvious, but you can go to Google, put in Summerslam PNG logo or whatever way you want to put it around, and you just add it like this, and then we stretch out. And now this picture's a bit cropped, so maybe you should get like the full picture, but we're still going to get the most important parts, so that's good. Just about erasing the picture that's in front of it, you know. That should be good enough, and then we just need the eraser tool at the top, and then we cut off that bit, and we put the opacity down because it's not totally gone, but it's kind of gone. So we got to, you know, well, not an eraser. Just erase that a little bit so that it looks a little glowy, so it's not just like a picture. And make sure we get in the middle part where the turban is so we don't see it. There we go, that's good enough. And there we go, we got a template. We just need to add a picture and I'll just show you how it looks. Okay, so this is a Alexa Bliss PNG that I haven't actually used yet. If you look on my Instagram and Twitter, which links are at the bottom of the screen and in the description, but I've done a lot of good ones and a lot of custom ones, which I'll show you in a minute, how to change it into something completely different. But what you do is you make sure it's big enough, so just put it really big, and make sure it's just over the card. Like you want a bit at the bottom that you can erase with the hardness down. So that's a little, make sure you do that so it's not sharp like a straight line at the bottom, you know. So just erase a little bit there so that the fence looks like it's in front of her, so she's in the card. You need the illusion of she's in the card. That's very important for making a good edit. And we just erase her from the stats so she's behind the stats as well. That makes it look like in the card too. And then just make sure it is. And you could do that. You can like zoom in. I press clear again. Oh my god. But you can zoom in on the gaps in between and then kind of like add like this, just like there, so it looks like it's. That's if you want to do it like professional, really professional. Like there's actually still a little bit of there. You can see. There's a little glow there that hasn't actually been erased. You just do this, erase it from stats, and then zoom out, and there we go. Looks like it's out in the card, you know. That's the most important part. So yeah, there we go, we've got an edit. You just put the stats on. You can steal stats from the actual game because Alexis will be in the game, or you can steal someone else's stats. So like I get speed and toughness, and you're going to see in punk card. You can just get it from Dean Ambrose. Do the same thing I just did then, put it over the left side of the card, and I've showed you in other videos, but just in case you didn't watch that video, you can just erase out these parts, you know, and it should look good. Now I did the name in the last video as well, so that's pretty much how you can make a good enough makeshift Summerslam card. This is not how I typically did it. Like, there's a little glow at the bottom there, so I'm gonna add a little bit more there. But I did it another way, so I'm gonna back out of this. I'm actually gonna save this because this is actually a good looking card. But we're gonna show you the way that I did it, which isn't necessarily the most realistic way, but you know, it does good, you know. Hello guys, and we're back. This is step 1 again, and if you saw my template from my previous videos, there's a little bit here. There's a different color from here, and it's the lens flare picture that I chose, which is an orange lens flare, which I searched for. Orange lens flare, just searched on Google Images, and I used background eraser and I took out the black. So this is what it looks like once you've taken the black out, and I've did that. So it wasn't very easy because like lens flares aren't really necessarily the easiest thing to crop out, you know, even if it's got technology. So I just made it really big, made sure it covered most of gender. Like, I made sure I rotate it so that I can try and get the most out of it. It's a bit of trial and error, but you know, and it's kind of a hard way to do it, but it's the way I did it, so gotta show you that as well. But I would suggest the first way, which is actually a lot easier. Just do that. Now don't worry, just need to erase any parts that still need to go. Just do this. Don't need anything there, so need a little bit there. Don't need to worry about his turban not being there because we're going to put a SummerSlam logo over it. So I just need to erase this, and that's pretty much it. How I did it. Maybe a little slightly different than this, but you know, it's basically what I did. So yeah, we're gonna add the SummerSlam logo over that, so that's above it, and we'll pretty much be done with the template. Okay, so you've downloaded the SummerSlam logo PNG. You can say render, you can say there was another word that I can't remember at this moment, but you know, that's, oh yeah, transparency or transparent background. But yeah, we just put it over here. That's probably good enough. It's a tutorial, so I'm gonna kind of make sure I do it quickly so that you not spend 10 minutes learning this. Just dab a little bit with opacity down so that it kind of shines through, so it feels like it's a part of the background instead of just a picture on the background. It's all about illusions with art. It's the same with drawing, which I'll actually analogy in later in this video when I show you how to turn this into a completely different card. But there we go. That's basically what my card looks like. I think it was. I'm gonna add the picture just to show you. Okay guys, this is the same picture I did just then with the first tutorial, and we're just gonna put it to a good size. I'm gonna tilt it a little bit this time, and we're gonna erase. Now I don't bother with the size because no one really looks at that part, and we're just gonna do that. Make sure it's good. There we go, looks good. Now the thing you should always do before posting is stepping back and looking at the picture for any flaws, because people who look at edits are always going to be the first thing that goes through their mind is look for flaws. So make sure you look for flaws. I don't do that too often, and I usually, when I post, I see there's flaws and I'm like, oh good, I should have probably looked over that and fixed that, you know. But nevertheless, see, this is exactly as good as the one that I just made from the first one. So if this was helpful to you, please like and subscribe for more tutorials. I got to use that finally. That's the new graphic I made. You better subscribe because that was cool. But anyway, we're going to turn this card into a if you've been on my Instagram or Twitter, you've seen that I've made a Attitude Era Raw and SmackDown custom cards. My phone just almost went off. But yeah, we're just gonna go back. Now I'm gonna stay with this because like this is where I'm gonna. What we do is go in color, replace. Now we're gonna put the max hue. Usually the case is you put the min hue up very high, and I'll just end up doing the whole colors. And then we're gonna choose what color. So I'm gonna do red because we're gonna do the raw one. Don't worry about the turban, as I said, you can just put the logo up there. Now if your card isn't red enough, which is what I had the problem with, trying to get it red enough. By the way, I just accidentally didn't erase the arrow, so the arrow is red now. Common mistake that people do, I see them do it all the time, even though I just did it, and I told people not to do it. But we all do it, so you can change it back by color replace, so I'll just show you. We can just erase the rest of the card once we put it back to it's yellow, isn't it? So put it to yellow. That's not quite yellow enough. I think maybe it's because of that. Just go over a little bit. Yeah, that's good enough. So just erase this. All of there, and there we go. And we're back to where we should be. Okay, that's a good easy fix. And we come on. Now it's not as red as I would like it to be for an Attitude canine. It should be really aggressively red. So what I do is I go into red, put my thing as overlay, and go. Just scrub over the card. That's really bright red, my god. It's probably more red than the one I actually got, so it's pretty crazy. And then we'll just erase the things that went over it. Yeah, I'll just leave the rest of it because we're making a tutorial right now, not a custom. Now we just need to add the logo and then the Superstar, and I'll show you how to make a render even better. So we've loaded the Raw is War logo because this is an Attitude thing. A mistake that I did in the first place, I'm going to show you, but let's put it over because the Summerslam logo is already cropped out of the picture anyway, so let's do that. Make sure I didn't actually erase it from the stats a little bit in the first one I did, the Stone Cold one, so yeah, you can see that. Although I don't think the opacity's on. There it is. Then we just grab a little bit, so maybe not there because you can see the Summerslam logo, but yeah, we just cover the edges just so it's less sharp of an image and more soft. It's gotta look soft, not the SAWFT one. Okay, we're good. That's good enough for our tutorial. And then we add the picture. Okay guys, we got the Stone Cold Steve Austin picture. Who else did a Raw tutorial with than Stone Cold? Just put in a little bit, maybe put out a bit. Now do the raise thing. And we're good. That's good enough, right? Okay, so now the card is good. Totally fine to post this, but if we go in the draw tool and we put red and we do the overlay line there, and we kind of add like redness, so like erase a little bit of it, and we this is good if like if you got like a cane, like I do with cane. If you put red all over the gear that he has, like he has red gear, it looks really cool because like the gear ends up popping because it's such a vibrant red, you know. I should do it down there because that's kind of, there we go. Get rid of the arrow stuff, and yeah, it looks like it's a part of the card now. Maybe not as precise as you should probably do it, make it professional, but it looks good. There's also other things that we managed to do is put white to brighten like skin, like that. Maybe not too much like that, but kind of tone down the face a bit. but that makes it look at that, how it pops, you know. Maybe do the Austin jacket and then tone down that a little bit more, and it makes the jacket look more prominent. You can also go black and darken it like this if you want to, like, depends on the situation. It doesn't work here, but well, it may work a little bit, but that's just certain things you can do to make the render more better than it already is, just to make it a little different. And that is a Attitude Era Raw's War custom made out of a SummerSlam 17 design. Now we're going to go to exclusive card reel. Stay tuned. Okay guys, this is it. I've been waiting a couple of days for this, but this is it. The new card.
3 hours later.
It's an Attitude Era Undertaker. Ministry of Darkness. Yes, I made this a couple of days ago, and man, it's so awesome that I had to put it on a video, and it's far better than anything you could possibly imagine. I love this edit. It's better than any of Cat Daddy's SummerSlam 17 cards. I can guarantee you that, and it is beautiful. Look at it. It captures the Attitude Era in its finest, and you know how to make it because of this tutorial that I just did. Yeah, you can make that. I know you're going to be proud of yourself when you make that. You can make anything you want. I'm going to continue doing more, and follow me on the B2K network on Instagram, Kaylager60 on Twitter as my phone goes off. But yeah, subscribe, like the video, help it grow, and share. So put in the comments below of any requests. I got a request in the last video for a Cody Rhodes. I'm guessing he's meaning the indie version of like the American Nightmare or whatever he's called nowadays. But I'll do that soon. I believe I got a Randy Orton one as well, so I'll do that one soon as well. So look forward to those. Thank you for watching. See you later.